Namaste. Welcome to the Quantum Spirituality Podcast. I am your host, Self Heal with Liz, coherence body talk practitioner and expert observer. I am a mirror reflecting self-sovereignty and playful presence to guide you in intentionally tuning into your own authentic vibrational signature and regulated nervous system. This is a living, breathing invitation to become an active participant in observing your own life with curiosity instead of judgment. So join me as we recalibrate our electromagnetic fields into heart-brain coherence, in feeling safe to navigate our thoughts and emotions with confidence. May you always remember that you are divinely taken care of and have the ability to handle anything that comes your way. My stepdad recently passed away, and in this episode, I describe and share my vulnerable perspective of processing the grief that his death was coming soon. It's like the current moment, present awareness of grief and sadness moving through me. It feels heavy and my body is contracted and tense and like a weight is on it. And so I allow myself to sit in the discomfort and breathe into it. My dad is dying. He's on hospice. And I've been helping my mom take care of him the last couple of months. And today she called me and told me that it's time to say goodbye. And so I had her just have the phone close to him so he could hear me. And I told him how much I love him. How much I love him and how much gratitude that I have for him marrying my mother and loving her the way that he does. He said, okay, thank you. And I could hear it in his voice, the weakness in his body, barely able to speak. And in that I can feel death so close. And this is familiar. It reminds me and brings me back to losing Michael and how sad I was when Michael died. And at age 24, just not knowing how to cope or navigate that grief at the time and wanting to go with him. Take me with you, I would say. Take me with you. Don't leave me behind. And I wanted to jump off something high. I never attempted it. Instead, I felt his unseen presence so strongly, so close to me, as if he's just right behind me and I'm just not looking at him. Or he's in the next room. But I can hear him and I can feel him. And that gave me hope, in addition to him coming to visit me in my dreams. And in my dreams, I would know that he passed, and I would ask him, what happened? Why did you die? And he would disappear, and I would wake up. And that happened multiple times, and it taught me that I don't need to know why. That's irrelevant. And so I stopped asking. He would come to visit me in my dreams, and I wanted to keep hanging out with him. So I stopped asking. I would keep dreaming, and I would wake up and write down my dreams. And then this is also bringing up a more recent breakup. He also feels dead to me. It feels like a death. I'm just allowing myself, giving myself full permission to sit in this discomfort and cry and lean into it and just be vulnerable. Chanting helps, so I listen to Om Namo Guru Dev Namo and I sing along, and it helps me so much. It creates a lightness when I sing and when I hum and when I chant. Transcends or transmutes, composts this heaviness, frequency, and energy, and it makes it feel lighter when I honor it and acknowledge it. And I'm not trying to push it away or distract myself, but instead I'm like giving it a big warm hug and loving all of myself and loving those versions of myself from losing Michael and my recent breakup and my dad dying now, and loving my grief and my sadness and my pain, and trusting that this is all happening for me. It shows me the impermanence of life and how sacred and how special every moment is, every breath. Acknowledging the many deaths that happen on a daily basis, so that when these bigger deaths happen, I can also navigate them with ease and love and grace. And my breath, my prana, my life force energy helps me stay a channel for these experiences, these sensations to move through my physical dense body. So if you are grieving something in your own life, I encourage you to find a song or music, movement, and also lean into your own grief and sadness and pain. Give yourself permission to feel it deeply and sit with it without judging it as a bad thing, but instead embracing it with compassion and love and appreciation and gratitude, and knowing that out of the infinite potential of possibilities, that it can be temporary. And what I know about grief is that it comes in waves. There's a possibility to feel grief and joy at the same time, sadness and gratitude at the same time. When I allow myself to feel this depth of grief, it becomes a bridge to also access the most expansive joy and love. And I see grief as a transition, as change. Something's changing. Something's different. There's an unfamiliar on the other side of this death. So how can I embrace it? How can I honor it and stay grounded in myself, grounded in my body and in my breath, and acknowledging my nervous system when it's feeling threatened and in a survival state, very contracted, versus my rest and repair, relaxed, feeling safe and open state. And as I lay here crying, I stay in my parasympathetic and stay open, noticing that when I don't, I feel contracted and I'm no longer functioning. And the message that comes is to go lay down and feel and sit with it and be with it, because I am it. These are all versions of me, and I am grateful for this perspective, for this awareness this knowingness, depth of love that I have for myself, for my dad, for my partners, and with grace and with gratitude. And all of this, or something even better, that I cannot yet even comprehend. And so it is. Aho. Rao. Stay tuned in the next episode where I dive deeper into what it's like living nomadically in a converted school bus while parked in Venice Beach, California. I explain how I follow my intuitive guidance on where to park, paying attention to the earth grid ley lines that connects all locations to each other through the collective consciousness. Thank you for tuning into the Quantum Spirituality Podcast. If this episode inspired you or brought value to your own healing journey, I invite you to join our Self Heal with Liz Patreon community, a sacred space where we go deeper together through guided practices, insights, and coherence body talk activations. Your support not only helps sustain this podcast, it nourishes the vibration we are all co-creating. You can find the link in the show notes. And until next time, all of this, or something even better that we cannot yet even comprehend. And so it is. Aho.